You know, I feel fortunate to have been covering the Bulls at that time and being so close to watch this transformation of this young man just becoming the greatest basketball player that's ever played. Nothing could ever stop him from winning. It was all about winning. The flu game, they called it. It could have been the pizza game because he thought it was food poisoning and he looks horrible. He could barely talk, you know, and I didn't want to keep asking about how you feel, this and that and the other. I could just see it in his eyes. I think he realized the situation. You have an opportunity to win a championship and it can go away. We're not going to wait till you get better and then play the next week. The thing that always brought the greatness out in him was a challenge. And he was just zoned in. And there was nothing that was going to stop him from playing his best and winning that basketball game.
A dramatic sunset here in Salt Lake City. A fitting backdrop for this pivotal Game 5. We now go over to Dan Roberts, the PA announcer for tonight's game.
Good evening, fans, and welcome to the Doma Center for game number 5 of the NBA Finals with the Chicago Bulls and our Utah Jazz. And now, introducing the starting lineup for the Chicago Bulls. Wearing number 13, the starting center at 7'2" from New Mexico, Luke Longley. On the drive line, number 9, at 6'6" from Miami of Ohio, Ron Harper. Wearing number 33, starting forward at 6'7" from Central Arkansas, Scottie Pippen. Wearing number 91, starting forward at 6'7" from Southeastern Oklahoma State, Dennis Rodman. And at guard, number 23, at 6'6" from North Carolina, Michael Jordan. The Bulls are coached by Phil Jackson.
He's hoping to rebound from what was a subpar performance by his standards in Game 4.
And that might be tough. We're getting a report, Clark, that Jordan is battling a severe illness tonight. We didn't know about it until right now.
Certainly not something the Bulls wanted to hear or see. As dominant as John Stockton has been in the past 2 ball games, Chicago's stars need to match his play. If MJ is less than 100%, a lot of that load then falls on Scottie Pippen.
You're right, he's going to have to step up. So taking the floor for the Bulls, it'll be Ron Harper and Michael Jordan in the backcourt. Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman man the forward spots. And at center, Luke Longley. For the Jazz, John Stockton will be at the point with Jeff Hornacek at the 2. In the front court, we have Brian Russell, Karl Malone in the center, Greg Ostertag.
And guys, I think it's already safe to say Jordan does not have his usual energy tonight.
And it's Chicago to start out. Jordan against Hornacek. Jordan is double. Longley, a screen on Hornacek. And the shot goes down. Clark, with Michael Jordan clearly not feeling well, you have to wonder how many minutes he'll be able to play in this one.
And Kevin, you know with Michael Jordan, he never wants to come out of the game ultra competitive, and yet Phil Jackson may be in a position where he has to make a tough decision. I mean, that's part of what a coach has to do. Sometimes you have to rescue a player from himself.
But Jordan never wants to come out, does he?
No, he wants to go the full 48 minutes.
And of course, Coach, all eyes on Michael Jordan as we try to get a sense of how his illness is affecting him.
Shouldn't take long to find out, Kev. Once he gets a few minutes under his belt, we'll see if he has the energy to keep going.
Yes, sir. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Boy, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
Here's Jordan. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Longley up top. He dishes it to Harper. Longley, a screen on Russell. To the paint, 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Jordan. And here's Rodman outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
In a way, Jordan is your point guard. He's the initiator.
And coach, for Scottie Pippen, the effects of his foot injury you can see are still lingering.
Yeah, he hasn't been as explosive as we're used to. It's been more of a post-up role for them in the past few games.
You got to make sure that you're stationary and set when you're going to set a screen. Any kind of movement typically will draw the whistle.
Yeah, he made things easy for the ref right there. Clear offensive foul on the pick.
Now here's Harper. Fades back. He's off on that one.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Pippen against Russell. Back to Stockton. Malone is screen on Harper. Stockton the pass to Malone. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Look at the mailman getting through that contact, not allowing a little foul to hold off his shot.
And Clark, after a few quiet games to start the series, John Stockton's been sensational since the series has come back to Salt Lake.
I think you got to attribute some of that to playing at home, good home cooking. You know, we always talk about John Stockton's assist, but in these finals, his defense has been as good as his passing.
It has.
Well, I tell you what, if you wanted the template for the perfect power forward, it might be Karl Malone. I mean, he's got everything you want in a four-man.
Now here's Jordan. Shot from the top of the key, and he hits the jump shot. Jordan's got his second basket of the game.
Clearly, he's found his rhythm early in this one, looking to score whenever he can, whenever he has it.
And this team encourages him to be active on offense because they understand how dangerous he can be.
Stockton against Harper. Stockton looking around. And the rejection by Pippen.
Pippen putting in the work to get there for the denial. That was really a nice hustle play.
Jordan is doubled. Beyond the arc. Another three for Chicago.
So many different tricks up his sleeve. Makes him a tough matchup.
Jazz trail by 7.
And one thing the Bulls need to do tonight is a better job at the free throw line. They only got to the line 12 times in Game 4, and they missed 7 of those 12 shots.
And you know, Coach, that was a huge difference in the ball game. A close game like that, missing that many free throws, that's a problem. The Jazz did play aggressive D, but they didn't really pay for that aggressive defense. I expect we'll see more of the same tonight. And you know, I like Jordan's shot selection here. Has a great understanding for when to fire.
Hornacek against Jordan. Stockton outside. Back to Hornacek. Russell from long range. And it's Harper with the rebound. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run right now. And we mentioned Jordan feeling under the weather. And for more on that, let's welcome in our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. There is news on Michael Jordan. He woke up at 3 a.m. this morning with flu-like symptoms. He had a bad headache, he was sick to his stomach, and couldn't get back to sleep. He stayed in bed most of the day. He missed shoot-around and really didn't do any of his usual pregame routine. We'll see if it has an effect on him. Back to you, Kevin.
That's a dramatic story, David. Thank you. And that, Mike, is the big question. Will Jordan be his usual Michael Jordan self today?
Well, I'll say this much. In games where Michael has been sick or played through injury, a lot of times it's been the opponent that has to call for a doctor.
Good line. We'll see what happens.
And with Jordan under the weather, you have to think it'll affect his defense the most. He just doesn't have the energy to go full speed at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, you know, Mike, I agree with you. That's what it seems like to me. He'll have to conserve that energy and pick his spots. And as much as the Bulls need his scoring, I think he'll have to go all out at the offensive end.
Now, here is Morris. Carr with a screen on Kerr. Stockton the pass to Carr. Basket good.
A wizard running that pick and roll. Stockton another assist.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Isley's checked in for the Jazz.
Howard Isley.
1:04 left to play in the first quarter.
And I would think the end of game 4 still has to be kind of floating around in the heads of the Bulls players. They were up 4 with a minute and a half left. Up 4, 90 seconds to go, and could not close the deal.
Yeah, Utah scored the last 9 points in the game. You know Michael Jordan and company doesn't want to let that happen again.
I can't see it happening again either, Coach. Boy, they dodged one right there, didn't they?
Yeah, he won't miss a look that wide open very often.
And for 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists in the game. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Right wing. Passes it to Morris. Nice ball movement by Utah. 6 on the shot clock. And Foster kicks to Morris. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. The 3 from Anderson. Buries it from 3-point range.
I like the pass there from Carr. Outstanding job scanning the floor and finding his open teammate.
From deep, Jordan. And that one released in time, but no good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bulls lead by 5. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And we're back for the start of the second quarter. It's Game 5 of the NBA Final. Bulls star Michael Jordan still in distress with flu-like symptoms. Jazz trail by 5.
And I'll say, I don't think you could get a louder crowd than we have in Utah here tonight.
So with Rodman on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. Pippen is out there with Caffey. Then it's Kerr. Then it's Tony Kukoc. And it's Jordan in at the 2. Jordan against Hornacek over Jordan.
With defensive prowess and nearly a 7-foot wingspan, it's a lot harder to get a clean look on Jordan than most guys.
Off target with his 3. You're right about these fans. The Jazz crowd is sensing what an opportunity this could be.
Kevin, they sure are. It's an intense place to play. There's no denying that. And with a chance to take a 3-2 lead in the series, these fans have it turned up full throat.
Top volume. They are wild.
Yep.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for the Jazz.
That free throw, no good. Hey, Clark, the Bulls doing a good job on Stockton so far.
Well, they know in order to muck up the Utah offense, you've got to start with the head of the snake, John Stockton. Get him out of rhythm. They learned that the hard way in games 3 and 4. They're determined not to let him beat them again.
Yep, they're stifling him. The Jazz making a switch here. Stockton's checked in. Here's Caffey. Pippen misses. Hornacek outside. Stockton outside. Picked by Ostertag. Oh, that's blocked.
Nice job that time by Kukoc using the wingspan to get a hand on it.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
Throwing it down with tremendous power.
Woo! One-handed nonetheless.
He's an absolute force, that's for certain.
Now, here is Hornacek. Stockton finds Malone. And that one drops. Malone's got 5 now.
You know, it's obvious that Karl Malone spends a lot of time in the weight room because this dude is incredibly powerful.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
He made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
No way can you overstate how important this game is. I mean, the Bulls have only trailed in the finals once throughout the Jordan era.
And so Stockton will bring it up for Utah. They trail by 6. Hornacek against Jordan. Here's Malone. Rebound by the Bulls. Their biggest lead of the game was not. And Mike, if the Jazz pull this game out, the Bulls will be under pressure they're not used to.
True, but this is a tough team to rattle. Even if they do go down 3-2, I don't think they'll be easy to put away.
I would agree with you. And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
Well, we don't have to guess what they're going to be talking about. We know what the deal is.
Yeah, the offense has been throttled. They have to figure this thing out.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And the call will be against Scottie Pippen. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Hornacek on the wing. Stockton. Screen by Malone. Stockton passes to Hornacek. Back to Stockton. 5 to shoot. Kicks to Hornacek. Goes back up. And good that time.
And it's hard to imagine a player performing as well as Jordan under such tough circumstances.
Pippen, the pass to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Here's Kerr. Jeff Hornacek grabs the miss. Jazz trail by 6. Pass to Ostertag. And here's Stockton, defended by Kerr. Malone, a screen on Kerr. Stockton dishes to Hornacek. Nice ball movement by Utah. Russell from long range. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Well, if we've learned one thing, Clark, over the years, it's that Michael Jordan can rise to any occasion.
That's exactly right. And it's impossible for me to explain the kind of energy it takes to do what Michael Jordan's doing. And to do it when you're sick like he is, it seems virtually impossible. But I do know this, Kevin. There are many times when players have not felt their best and yet played their best. I think psychologically and subconsciously, you rise to another level of concentration, which helps you.
I know you and I are glued to this one.
Yeah.
And let's go to David Aldridge for a report.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Now, during the last time out, I asked the Jazz coaching staff if they're going after Michael Jordan because of his condition. The assistants told me that Jerry Sloan doesn't know that Jordan's sick, doesn't want to know that he's sick, and doesn't want his players to know. He wants them playing as if Jordan is at 100% full strength. Kevin?
Great job, D.A. Thank you. Mike, from a coaching point of view, does that make sense?
I think it does. You don't want guys to relax one bit when they're going up against Jordan, no matter how he's feeling.
And here are the Bulls now after the basket by Utah. And that one's good. Caffey's got his first basket.
This is where Caffey is most comfortable looking to score because he's solid at converting in this area.
Hornacek outside. And there's the pass to Stockton. Russell left side. Ostertag pass to Hornacek. Ostertag with it. Guarded by Kukoc. Here's Hornacek. No good off the front iron. The Bulls leading by 4. And they double up Jordan. And here's Kerr from the arc. And it's Ostertag with the rebound. Ostertag's got his 4th rebound in this one. Kerr against Stockton. Ostertag, a screen on Kerr. Stockton laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Even against tough defense, Stockton stays strong and focused. This guy really has great composure.
Jordan kicks to Kerr. Launches it. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 6 assists in the game. Kukoc with the steal. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Bulls up 5. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge. We're ready for the second half here in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Jazz trail by 5. On defense, the Bulls' biggest golden eye, Clark, was keeping Stockton in check. And so far, they've been able to do just that.
Well, it's clear Stockton is the hub of the wheel, Kevin. We all know that. And the Bulls doing a really good job to limit his penetration, clogging up the passing lanes, and really make everything uncomfortable for Stockton.
They are. They've got Stockton. Malone is out there with Brian Russell. Then there's Hornacek. And it's Ostertag in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Stockton with it, guarded now by Dennis Rodman. Malone can't hit.
And usually, you can count on him to convert there. The D did just enough to throw him off.
And the dunk by Jordan.
Taking the flu into consideration, Jordan has been tremendous so far in this one.
And the Jazz with possession here. 9-point game. They want to break this scoring drought, Mike.
Well, they've had a lid over the basket for a while now.
Indeed. Pass to Malone. And that's a foul called on John Stockton. That is his first foul of the game. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Superb anticipation on that rejection, and that'll allow them to stay on the lead if they keep defending like that.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Chicago. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
How about this Utah crowd? They get extremely loud. Remember back in Game 4, Phil Jackson had to wear earplugs.
And Mike, in the battle between Michael Jordan and Karl Malone, two of the greats ever, Jordan has dominated so far.
Each team leans on those guys for the bulk of their scoring. And tonight, Jordan's taking the mailman to school.
Another miss by Utah. And Mike, talking about the atmosphere in here right now, it couldn't get any louder.
Well, it's the last game of the year in Salt Lake, and maybe the biggest game in Jazz history. These fans are going to do their part for sure.
Crazy. Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
We all know about Michael's offensive prowess, okay? But he's incredible defensively as well. He works hard at that end, and that's rare for a star.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Luke Longley's checked in for Kukoc. And it's Caffey in for Dennis Rodman. Now, here's Stockton. Also looking it over. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hornacek. And nothing is falling for him right now. And I think the question marks about Michael Jordan's self, Coach, have been answered by now.
From everything we're hearing, what he's doing is amazing. This is a guy who might need an IV. And still, he's out there tearing the Jazz up.
Unbelievable. Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Malone at the elbow. Nice ball movement by Utah. Malone, a screen on Harper. Stockton passes to Malone. Unable to get that one. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And it's Jordan with the jam.
They've gotten out to a big lead because of superior play on both ends.
No better way to do it. It's much easier to win games when you own both sides of the floor.
Now here's Stockton. Sinks that one from the post. Stockton's got 6 points.
You know, Stockton is really clever when it comes to scoring inside. Not the biggest guy, but he finds a way to get the job done.
Utah foul, Brian Russell. That's his first personal foul.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots at the game right here.
Shooting for Chicago.
And he makes the first. For the Jazz. Carr, he's checked in for Malone. And Isley subbed in for John Stockton. So he gets them both. Jazz trail by 17. Here's Isley. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Hornacek outside. Pass to Isley. Shot clock at 5. Down low. Here's Carr. The layup off target. Chicago leading by 17. And they double up Jordan. He feeds it to Harper to the right side. Jordan outside. And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That's his first foul.
And you can see he was set right there in good legal guarding position. That's a nice job.
And his teammates appreciate him sacrificing his body. Just a gritty defensive play.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Foster's checked in for Ostertag. Morris comes in for Brian Russell. And it's Anderson in for Jeff Hornacek. Now, here is Morris. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as they've shown, should have made that one. Coming out of halftime, they're on an absolute tear.
And I don't know what was said in that locker room, but it's working.
Here's Isley. 1:53 left in the third. Anderson outside. Pass to Isley. To the middle. Here's Foster, and it's Foster finishing it off.
Love the finish. Foster not messing around and going right for the slam.
Harper dishes to Jordan. We've got 1:23 left in the third. Inside, Isaac. The shot that time, not on target. Jordan with some nice D. And so for the third time in this series, Michael Jordan scores 30 points. Are we sure he has the flu right now? Wow. Anderson against Jordan. To the inside. Here's Foster. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Foster's got his second bucket of the night.
Foster using that 6'11" frame to bully his way to the bucket.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
He has that fight in him. Love the aggression at the rim when they are trying to claw back into the game.
Jordan inside, defended by Anderson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And that one misses.
Whatever the role his team gives Luke Longley, he accepts. Plays hard, a great teammate.
Kerr's checked in for Chicago. Jazz trail by 18. The pass to Carr. Morris, left side. Back to Anderson. Here's Isley. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Taking advantage of the lack of discipline by the defense. Carr gets the shot off while getting fouled.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
You know, if they manage this clock the way they should, it could be the last possession of the quarter.
That has to be the plan here. They want to have the final say in this quarter.
Jordan with a delightful delivery on that one.
On the wing, Morris. Over Pippen. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Michael Jordan getting it done for the Chicago Bulls. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Welcome back for the fourth quarter of this pivotal Game 5. With Clark Kellogg, Mike Fratello, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Michael Jordan still toughing it out despite his illness. The Bulls leading by 21. We thought this game could come down to who does more, Coach, Jordan or Malone.
And it's been a one-sided fight. Jordan's been the bigger presence by far. MJ may be sick, but he isn't going to let that stop him. And a great bounce-back game for Jordan after a shaky performance in Game 4.
So with Rodman on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. Jordan is out there with Kerr. Then it's Pippen. Then it's Caffrey. And it's Longley in at the center, locking down the middle.
especially lethal in pick and rolls. Malone enjoys dissecting the defense in these sets.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's had.
And so Stockton will bring it up for the Jazz. And it's stunning, Clark, to think that Jordan could have this kind of game in his condition.
You know, he's shown us in the past how he can rise to any occasion. But he missed 16 shots in game 4. To see him tough it out and actually raise his game, remarkable.
It is remarkable in every way.
Hey, height is just a number when you play with his tenacity and force inside.
An absolute fearless approach by him to get the score.
Jeff Hornacek, he's checked in for the Jazz. Fourth quarter of basketball, we're about a minute into it. Jordan is doubled. Here's Kerr. Utah with the rebound. Malone's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And with all of the attention Rodman's been getting from these Utah fans, it's only revved him up more.
Here's Stockton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Fourth personal foul.
And when it comes to Dennis Rodman, Mike, he seems to feed off the emotion inside the gym.
That's how some guys like it. As physical as Rodman plays, that adrenaline can be a big help. Not everybody wants to be the good guy.
Especially him. Now, here's Jordan. And Jordan throws it down.
Not surprising at all to see Jordan piling up points, playing with a lot of determination and grit, and insisting on being aggressive looking for his shots.
Here's Stockton. Malone, a screen on Kerr. Outside, Russell fires for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pippen with a wide open look. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
There is terrific accuracy on Pippen's shooting, and that can really open up the arc for him.
You know, it's just incredible, isn't it? For all the bad news, Mike, we've heard about Jordan's condition, he is still in complete command of this game.
MJ is such a motivated player. As strange as it sounds, maybe this flu gave him some inspiration because we're seeing him at his best.
And you know, because you've called all of his biggest games. Now, here is Hornacek. Pass to Malone. Shoots over Longley. Here's Ostertag. And he banks in the layup.
Boy, that's simply a big guy doing what big guys do at 7'2". Ostertag, very effective at earning second chance looks.
Got that one up quick.
Well, they have been raining threes here in the second half.
And when a team is locked in like this from outside, they become hard to beat.
Here's Stockton. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Shot clock at 6. They get the rebound. Ostertag. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. Ostertag's got 4 points in the quarter.
You can't let Ostertag get that deep. I mean, he's confident when he's got the ball in that territory.
Outside Pippen. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Gets it to go. That one good from Kerr.
How about the damage they've done from deep? Sniping away with great confidence.
They're certainly taking threes in bunches. Can't blame them given the results they're seeing right now.
Now here's Stockton. Feeds to Malone. And stolen by Longley. To the paint. Pippen kicks to Jordan. Passes to Caffey. Now Longley. Kerr outside. And that comes off the assist by Longley.
Tell you what, he's going to have a lot more chances to knock down shots if he continues to shoot like that from the three-point line.
Just watch the lanes open wider as the defense creeps toward the perimeter.
Now here's Stockton. Caffey grabs the miss.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside, Jordan. Jordan is doubled. Kerr outside. Pippen the pass to Longley. And he makes that one.
Took the smaller defender to task inside. Great recognition of the mismatch.
Utah with the ball. Stockton left side. Shot to stop the run. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Longley. Pippen for 3. It's good from long range.
Pippen wasting no time firing off that pass there.
Pippen's gone 4 of 6 from the floor here tonight. Now Hornacek. Stockton outside. Back to Hornacek. Malone in the corner. 5 on the clock. Here's Stockton. No good that time. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Jordan inside. Russell's there. And with that, Jordan matches his 38 points in game 2. What a performance.
This run, it's a haymaker, a knockout punch.
I think this run has sealed the game. Guys, where are we going to dinner?
Stockton finds Malone. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, it's really tough to go up against Malone because he's so big and strong, which is why the defense oftentimes is forced to foul him.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on that one. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Keefe is checked in for Ostertag. Carr comes in for Russell. Anderson, he's checked in for Jeff Hornacek. And Isley subbed in for John Stockton. Then for the Bulls, Wennington, he's checked in for Longley. Rodman comes in for Caffey. And it's Harper in for Steve Kerr. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're up by 35. There's 38 seconds left in the game. The Jazz making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Chicago dictating the flow. Harper the pass to Wennington. Count it, good.
A true combo guard. Harper provides defense and scoring. And he can pass, too. He does it all.
Anderson against Jordan. To end the cold streak. Anderson's shot is off. It's Pippen on the wing. Guarded by Keefe. Back to Pippen.
Hey, Robbie.
And now, Mike, the Bulls just 1 win away from their 2nd straight NBA title.
And you have to think this series is theirs for the taking. I don't think Utah can go into Chicago and win 2 straight.
It'll be a tough task, Clark, to say the least.
Assuming Michael Jordan is back at full strength, Kevin, it very well could be an impossible task.
Oh, well said. And so for Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan alongside our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.